Our first look at the weather. We are now in a warmer, drier spell ourselves.
Yeah, this is a longer stretch of warm weather, so it's a 2-week stretch. So I'm sure you're enjoying it, getting outside, and it's not absolutely frigid. And we are looking at this lasting in through the middle of next week at least. It is a little breezy out there, though. We had gusts around 30 kilometers per hour in Calgary, and you can see wind speeds alone 28 kilometers per hour in Pincher Creek, 30 for Lethbridge. So it is breezy. It will be even windier for tomorrow. Just a look at base temperatures right now: 9 at the airport and downtown, 7 at COP, and the all-new Big 4 now open at Tazal Park. Tazal Park is at 9 degrees. When we look at this next 24 hours, we're looking at windier conditions, about 30-40 kilometer per hour gusts possible for the next couple of hours. Then it will quiet down for the night. In the morning, -2 to start off the day as that sun rises. So a wind chill of about -6. So still a chilly start to the day, but getting up to a high of 9 for tomorrow. Windy at times, 40 kilometer per hour gusts. And there is the potential of convective activity. So more of that thunderstorm type activity that could create some isolated showers. We'll talk more about that coming up, Cam. It's warm overall for the province, even Cranbrook sitting at 6 degrees. When we look at maximum wind gusts, though, and I'm showing this because we didn't have a really strong gust in Calgary today, but we're looking at getting even a little windier out there tomorrow. So today our peak gust is at 30 kilometers per hour. Tomorrow you're looking 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. And the peak gust so far in Lethbridge for today, 70 kilometers per hour, 52 for Pincher Creek. Again, another windier day for tomorrow. All because of this system, really, that's moving into BC. And we're going to see a little bit of spillover, but in a bit of a different way. It's not going to make its way over and be widespread. Again, we're looking at that convective activity that you'll see almost those thunderstorm-looking clouds out there to the west. You can see that even today. And this means more snow for the mountains. In fact, another 5 to 15 centimeters over these next 24 hours because of this. But it doesn't look like most of that will make its way over, but we will see some light pockets. So let me head through the rest of today. Nothing really to talk about for the rest of today, but you can see that activity on the BC side. And by the time we get into later in the day tomorrow, closer to those supper hours, we'd run into the chance of some pop-up isolated showers. So some communities could get a couple raindrops, other communities may not see anything at all. And then as we go through later on Wednesday as well, we have that convective activity once again. So that instability developing, we have these little pockets, and some of that could make its way into Calgary with a couple raindrops, and if it's later in the day, even a couple snowflakes. But no real accumulation from this for us. Again, the accumulation is in the mountains, so more snow expected for the mountains over this next 24 hours, but for us, it's really very isolated. When you look at that upper air analysis, we're into this basically a zonal flow right now. We have winds out of the west. That's helping our temperatures stay warm. But this ridge of high pressure will start to build its way in by Thursday. So later, we're looking at even warmer temperatures in that longer range forecast. Here's your Capital Chev 5-day forecast. 9 degrees for tomorrow. Again, we are looking at these isolated showers for Tuesday, for Wednesday, later in the day. Nothing significant, just some pockets here and there. 9 for Tuesday, 7 for Wednesday. Then as that ridge builds its way in, getting us into the plus double digits again for Thursday and Friday and even Saturday. And by Sunday, we could potentially be into the plus teens as well. Cam? Plus double digits to go around as we go through later this week. This did come with some gustier conditions in many communities. So the peak gust, this is the maximum wind gust for today, was 52 kilometers per hour out of the west in Pincher Creek. Out of the southwest it was at 70 kilometers per hour earlier today in Lethbridge, 48 for Medicine Hat, and 30 for Calgary. Now for these areas, Lethbridge and through Pincher Creek, we're expecting these type of wind conditions tomorrow, and this will pick up a little bit tomorrow. So in Calgary, 40, potentially even 50 kilometer per hour gusts at times tomorrow. It's all because of a system that's moving in from BC. And we'll talk more about the system in just a second. But quick look at wind gusts right now in Calgary. In the yellow here, you can see the gust at this moment is 28 kilometers per hour. Red Deer as well. 41 in Lethbridge and 35 for Medicine Hat. So it's a windy evening, and it will get a little windier for many communities even tomorrow. It's all because of this system in BC. Now for tomorrow, we're looking at getting the cloud cover from this, even a little windier, and even some snow for the mountains. So another 5 to 15 centimeters, certainly possible tonight through tomorrow for the mountain areas. And then we're looking at instability. Yep, it feels like spring. It's going to act a little like spring. So let's just head through tomorrow, and you can see, yes, we will have mostly cloudy skies. But in the afternoon, closer to the supper hours, we get into the chance of this convective activity. So that behaves just like thunderstorms. So these little isolated pockets and those big puffy clouds that look like popcorn. We're looking at that developing later in the day. So we could see some of these raindrops in Calgary later in the day tomorrow. And we can also see it later in the day on Wednesday. So this convective activity, again, arriving closer to those upper hours. And then it could continue, a couple pockets, which may even make a rain-snow mix later in the day. When we look at this upper air analysis, zonal flow right now, but this ridge of high pressure will be building in by Thursday. So temperatures on Thursday will be even warmer than they are now. For your Capital Chef 5-day forecast, 9 degrees for tomorrow, 7 for Wednesday. Again, that late day instability could bring us a little bit of precipitation. And then 11 for Thursday and Friday, 12 for Saturday, and by Sunday, likely in the teens. Tara?
Okay, Danielle, thank you. Still to come.